All right, what's good? What's good, man? Let's get into it. College football review. You know what I'm saying? We have not a very exciting week. Not many upsets going on. Not really that much. You know, but hey, we're back to the college football reviews. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into it. So this is an upset. Tulane defeated 22 ranked Memphis. Memphis, shout out to Memphis, man. You know what I'm saying? 8-2, 8-2, and they've been Memphis. I kind of like Memphis. They're all right. You know what I'm saying? I'm surprised not using Arlington Maiden that much. I guess it's Brandon Lewis. He's still there. Wow, he cooked up, but unfortunately, they lost, and I don't know if this will unrank them. Maybe they'll go down to 25 and they'll put USC up, who we're going to get to in a minute. But, shout out to Memphis. Shout out to Tulane for the upset. USC dominates Northwestern. Lincoln Riley, you bum, you clown. Well, I'm not mad at you for losing Oklahoma. It is what it is. I mean, you are doing better. You are still doing good without Caleb. You're ranked number 20. So you'll make a bowl game. It is what it is there. Texas Tech, the undefeated Texas Tech. Patrick Mahomes' old school. Oh, they're not undefeated. Never mind. They lost one game, but they dominate BYU. And shout out to Texas Tech. They're actually doing good. Now, granted, I want people to remember this. Texas Tech and a few other people are in the Big 12. There's not that much competition. I mean, their best competition is BYU right now. And they just blew them out. So, is what it is there. Indiana barely beats Penn State. I believe Indiana will drop a point or two because at the end of the day, Penn State's beyond garbage. I think they're 3-6 now. Georgia blows out Mississippi State. That game was a lot closer in halftime. I think it was like 17-7 when I was watching it at work. Shout out to Georgia. Georgia, I need you to blow out Texas next week. Do you guys play next week? Hold on, let me just double check right now. Where's Georgia? Oh, did they not play next week? No, I'm not seeing it. Nope, I'm not seeing it. So is it not next week? It's the week after? Don't Georgia and Texas play? What the hell? I could have sworn Georgia and Texas play. But listen, whenever you play Texas, blow them the hell out. Screw Texas. Any Texas fans should be sent to the electric chair. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Oh, yeah, you guys do play next week. I'm definitely watching it after I watch Oklahoma, Alabama. You feel me? And we're going to get to Bama in a minute. But Georgia, keep that same energy against Texas. Screw Texas. Ohio, let's talk about Ohio State for a minute. I never seen a team dominate. Maybe other than the Trevor Lawrence Clemson, I never seen a team dominate like Ohio State's been doing. I never seen that. And it's beyond crazy. It's beyond crazy to me. Ohio State, Jeremiah Smith doing his thing. That other wide receiver whose name has slipped my mind. Best duo in college football. Jalen Sayin. I hope I'm pronouncing his name correctly. The freshman quarterback they had. Bro, he's doing good, and he doesn't even know how to play the game yet. Bro's a freshman. Can you imagine next year? Bro, Ohio State might have a dynasty. Ryan Day, shout out to you, bro. I had questions about you, but you've been cooking. Ohio, now granted, they blew out Purdue, but it's like they're doing what Bama did back in the day. Speaking of that, Ole Miss blows out the Sentinel. No one cares. Texas A&M beats Missouri. Missouri, what happened? Yeah, Missouri took like you know what Missouri reminds me of? They remind me of Florida State a few weeks ago when they lost to Virginia. Missouri loses to Alabama in that heartbreaking loss. And they just been, down. I thought this game would be a little bit closer. I thought this one would be an upset against A&M, but nah. They just, A&M ran away within the fourth quarter. Is what it is. Oregon barely beats Iowa. Shout out to my boy, Awesome Kid. I told Awesome Kid on stream, I think it was on TRL stream, listen, I'm not predicting Oregon to lose, but don't be shocked. And Iowa couldn't pull it through. It was a good game till the end. If they would have got that 2-pointer, it would have been in the overtime. And, some things happened, but Oregon pulled it out. Shout out to them. Miami blows out Syracuse, two horrible teams in the ACC. Who cares? Vanderbilt beats Auburn by a touchdown, I believe. Vanderbilt, you're another team falling down. I think they lost to Bama too, and they were just cooking dudes out here. But they're not going to cook next week. I know that for a fact. Wisconsin upsets Washington, 24 Washington. Shout out to Wisconsin. Russell Wilson and Phillip Rivers' old team. Wake Forest. No, it's just Russell Wilson's old team. My bad. Wake Forest beats Virginia in an upsetting. And you know what? Shout out to Wake Forest. They're not ranked, but they're helping get Virginia the hell up out of here and help my Sooners. So, it is what it is. Shout out to Wake Forest. California, Cal beats Louisville in an upset. All right. So there's a lot of lower upsets. Beats Louisville. Hey, Cal, shout out to you guys doing your thing. Screw Louisville. Bama beats LSU. Now, I'm going to talk about this game a little bit. Shout out to Alabama for beating LSU because I was scared because I feel like Alabama has one more loss, just one more loss in them. And I feel like it's going to be next week against my Oklahoma Sooners, Boomers Sooner in Alabama. Now, I was kind of rooting for Alabama in this game because if LSU would have beat Bama, then it would have been like, okay, Alabama's waking up. They're like, all right, we just lost 2. We're not out of the playoffs. But we got to wake up. I didn't want to be the team that they had to wake up on. Oklahoma, it would be so good if both my college football teams beat Alabama. That would be so amazing. But we got to get it done first. But shout out to Bama for handling business against LSU. LSU is like the Penn State of the SEC. I swear, LSU is like first of all, give out shout out to Notre Dame, shout out to Kaiju. Notre Dame handled business against the Navy. But going back to LSU is like the Penn State of the SEC. Every year I have to hear about this horrible team. Oh, LSU, they could do something. They're going to do something. They ain't doing nothing. They're not doing anything. LSU stinks. Ever since Joe Burrow graduated from there 5-6 years ago, no one cares about LSU. Y'all ain't doing ish. You're never going to do ish. You just fired your coach. Like, I'm so done with LSU. For real, like, I don't even know where they were ranked at the beginning of the year, but I know for a fact they were ranked, and they stunk up the joint this year. You stunk up the joint this year like you do every year. Alabama owns you. When's the last time LSU beat Alabama? Was it 2019? And then what time before that? 2014? You beat Alabama every 5 years. No one cares about LSU. LSU's garbage. You're trash. Odell Beckham didn't work out. Jarvis Landry didn't work out. Ruben Randle didn't work out. Russell Shepard didn't work out. Leonard Fournette ended up getting CTE. He's out of the league. Who else? Justin Jefferson's overrated. He never does anything in the playoffs. Jamar Chase ain't doing nothing because Joe Burrow ain't there. Joe Burrow's career is about over because he's with the Bengals. So Ben Simmons is trash. I know this is a football video, but Ben Simmons is trash. Shaq's about to get passed up by Curry all the time. Like, LSU, go somewhere else. Angel Reese is trash. But it is what it is. That's my thoughts. What are yours? College football reviews are back. What's your thoughts on college football? We're wrapping up the season. RJ out.